Hello everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Affan's Dynamics Journey. In today's video, we will be discussing about work assignment feature in Dynamics 365 Sales. This tool is a game changer for automating leads distribution. We will be discussing about three components, that is segments, sequence, and assignment rules with real life examples. So without wasting further time, let's get started. Work assignment is a feature of Dynamics 365 Sales that is a part of Sales Insight, and as the name suggests, it helps in automating the assignment of leads to the sellers. Work assignment automation is built around three components. Let's discuss each component with an example. First is segment. Segment categorize records based on specific criteria, such as location and source. For instance, you have a segment for customers who purchase during the end of the year clearance sale and are based in the United States. We are categorizing records based on the condition defined in the segment. The second component is sequence. Sequence are steps that sellers follow as they progress through the sales journey. For example, if a lead comes through from an online webinar, always schedule a discovery call within 2 business days. Using sequence, we are automating process of what needs to be done when a condition is met. The last component is assignment rules. Assignment rules are a set of conditions that automatically assign matching records to sellers or sales team. For example, you might have an assignment rule that automatically assigns all customers who purchase during the end of the year clearance sales in the United States to your retention team for follow-up. Assignment rules can distribute records in two ways. Let's start with round-robin distribution. Under this method, the primary consideration is when the seller will last assign a record. Let's discuss a few scenarios to get more clarity. Let's discuss scenario 1. A lead comes into the system at 2 p.m. As you can see on the screen, David's last assignment is earlier than James and Fred. He has been waiting longest, so the lead is assigned to him and his last assignment time will be updated. Let's consider another scenario where the lead comes at 2:45 p.m. As in this scenario, James has been waiting the longest, so the lead will be assigned to him and his last assigned time will be updated, as you can see in David's case. Let's discuss another method, that is load balancing distribution. Under this method, the primary consideration is seller's capacity, or how many active records they are working on. Let's consider a few examples too. Scenario 1. A lead comes into the system. As you can see, Fred's capacity is more than James or David. So Fred gets the new lead and his available capacity is now 13, like the capacity of James. Let's consider another scenario. Fred and James are equally available, but Fred gets the lead more recently, so the new lead is assigned to James based on the round-robin criteria. Let's discuss a scenario. ABC Electronics, a global consumer electronics company, is running an end-of-the-year clearance sale and has gathered a large volume of leads from the campaign. Leads generated from the end-of-the-year clearance sales, that is the lead source, should be assigned based on regions. The North American sales team, that is the segment, handles leads from the US and Canada. Each lead should be sent an introductory email as soon as it is created. It is a sequence. This is the scenario we have, and now let's jump into our application and explore how work assignment feature can deal with this requirement. Now we are in our Sales Hub application. Based on the scenario we discussed, let's create a segment first. So go over here and go to Sales Insight Settings. Under Global Settings, click on Work Assignments. And click on New Segment. So based on our scenario, we are going to create a segment called as North American Sales Team. and then click on next. Now here we have to create a condition for the leads to be added to this segment. So just to recall the scenario, the North American sales team will handle the leads for the US and the Canadian region, and the lead source is end of the year clearance sale. Let's add a row over here. Lead source equal end of the year clearance sale. And over here, because we are specifying two regions, dates. Now we have created a condition. Click on the Save button. Once it is saved, click on the Activate button. Now our segment is activated. Now let's go to the Segmented Leads tab. Right now it is empty. Let's update one of the lead records and see whether the lead records that meet the segment conditions appear under this tab or not. Let's go over here, open one of the lead records and change the country or region. Right now it is United States, so one condition is met. We have to change the lead source to end of the year clearance sale. Let's click on Save. Let's go back to our segment and see whether the record appears over here or not. So now, right now you can see the lead is appearing under this segment. Once we are done with creating segment, let's create assignment rules. Click on new rule. The rule name will be North American lead. Eligible lead for this rule. So here the segment is already attached, and here it says consider leads that are created in the last whatever hours. So we can define hours over here. Let's say if you want to consider on the leads that were created in a particular time frame, then you can use this option. Over here, assign the leads to sellers. Here we can assign leads either to any seller, the seller that meets the attribute, to specific seller, to teams or queues. In our case, I'll go with specific sellers. I have created a few sellers, so let me add those sellers over here. Fred, David, James. So I have added all the sellers. So here comes the distribution method, either round robin or load balancing. So as we discussed, round robin, it is a method under which the primary consideration is when the sellers were last assigned the leads, whereas in terms of load balancing, the primary consideration is the seller's capacity or how many active records they are working on. So in our case, let's go with the round robin and then click on Save. Now you can see on the screen that the lead assignment rule has been created. Let's open one of our lead records and make some changes in the lead record and see who is assigned that lead. So let's open this lead. The country and region is United States. This is fine. Let's change the lead source to the clearance sale. Right now you can see the owner is Affan. Click on Save. Save. Now it is saved. Let's refresh it. Now you can see on the screen the system has assigned the lead to James. Let's go back to our segment and see. Yeah, we can see that this particular lead has also been appearing in the segmented lead, and the new owner is James. Let's go back to our assignment rules. Open the assignment rule and change the distribution method to load balancing and click on save. So now we have updated the distribution method, and let's go and update our lead records. But before going over there, let's go back to the settings over here. Over here we can see the capacity of each seller. So let's say if we talk about search for Fred, we can see the maximum capacity of Fred is 9. His available capacity is 9. He's been 8, and he's been currently assigned 1 lead. So if we open this, we can make changes into the capacity, the availability of the seller, and stuff like that. Let me duplicate this page. Go back to work assignment, settings. Let me filter out with my sellers so that we are not able to see the records or the users which are not relevant for us. Fred, David, James, last one was Michael. So now we have filtered out the users who are actually the sellers, which we have added into our segment as well. So you can see that David has a maximum capacity of 100 and his available capacity is 97. He is currently working on 3 records. Same goes for Fred, James, and Michael. We can see their maximum capacity, their available capacity, and the currently assigned records. Let's go back over here. Let's open one of the leads. Let's check the country and region is fine. This one worked. Let's open another one. Here, let's change the lead source to end of the air clearance. Yeah. And now based on the different method, that is the load distribution method, let's see who has been assigned this lead. Let's refresh. Now we can see the new owner is Michael, and the reason why Michael is the new owner, we can see that by going into our sales insight setting, and we can see that Michael, his maximum capacity was 100 and his available capacity is 97. That's why he has been assigned this record. As you can see, David and Michael, they both have the same capacity, so as the available capacity. And the reason why Michael has been attached, there can be a reason that Michael, he has been waiting for the lead longer than David. That's why he has been assigned this record. So let me refresh this, and now we will be able to see that the available capacity will have been changed to 96. Michael, let's see what's the updated capacity of Michael. Over here, search for Michael. Right now you can see the available capacity is 96. Let's update one of the records, and in that case, the new owner should be David now, and let's see if it is working that way or not. Let's go over here. And the region is good. Change it to and save. Yeah. Let's refresh it. The new owner should be David as per the load distribution method. Right now you can see David is the new owner. And why is that? Let's go back over here. Because previously David was having the available capacity of 97, and Michael, he just recently got the lead assigned. So in that case, David was assigned the new lead. David should be having the available capacity of 96. So this is how two different type of distribution method, that is round robin and load balancing distribution methods, are working. Under scenarios where more than one seller have the same available capacity, the round robin distribution method is applied, as we saw in case of David and Michael, where Michael was assigned the record first as he was waiting longer than David. Now let's go to sequence and create a new sequence. Click on new sequence. We can start from blank or use a template. I'll go start from blank. Name the sequence. As I refer to my scenario, we said when a lead is created, we have to send an introductory email. So let's create a sequence for that. Record type is lead. Click on next. On the plus button, we can select any of the steps: send an email, send a text message, make a phone call. In our case, we'll go with send an email. Title is intro email. Click on save. Once we are done with the saving of this sequence, click on activate. Now we have to connect this sequence with our segment. Let's go back over here, open our segment. Sequence, and click on connect sequence. And we can see over here, we can connect this sequence we just created. Now the sequence has been attached to this particular segment. Now let's go to our lead record and update one of the lead record and see whether that email activity is appearing on or not as per the sequence we just created. Let's change the lead source to let's see whether we got the email activity or not. Let's refresh it. Refresh it again. Now you can see. Refresh it again. Okay, now we can see that the email activity has been appearing over here. Let's open it. Let's wait for a few seconds. Now we can see an email activity has been created through a sequence. And the new owner is Michael. He has been assigned as a new owner based on the lead load balancing distribution method. I hope this breakdown of work assignment feature in Dynamics 365 Sales has given you valuable insights to streamline your lead management. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Thanks for watching and bye for now.